So with the reverse hyper, edge of your hips on the bench, and you want to try and like pull in with your arms. You can pull this way. I don't find it comfortable if you like push up like that. And then the goal is that you're feeling that you're using your glutes when you do this. And you can do it. It looks freaking weird, but you're at home, so that's fine. This is an easy variation. It's like kicking up like that, but this is the reverse hyper. So you will feel your low back working a little bit. You don't want to feel your back working too much. So into the bench, lock your shoulders down, and that's the height. You're not trying to go like and kick up too high. That's reverse hyper. So for windmills, these are real good because, actually I'll go this way for you. So what you're trying to do, same thing with the reverse hyper, so how you brace your torso is going to help you a lot here. So if you go out like that or that, if you sort of have a wide base, it will help you be able to control the movement. Tuck everything in, lock it in and heels together. And then you're looking to keep your rib cage in the same spot, and you'll actually twist. It's sort of like a Russian twist. Before you come back up, you'll have to play around with your range of motion. Your back will roll on the floor a little bit, but that's what we're trying to do. And you're trying to squeeze through your abs to make it happen. Don't have your legs up too much. You'll have to sort of play around with where works best for an angle, but something like 45 degrees, and you're squeezing in through that core to make it happen. So brace through the floor, lock your shoulders down, squeeze that, and you're loading that position by moving your legs. Great for the obliques. With the landmine one arm row, it's just so then you can really overload your one arm row. So you can add plates onto this side. Just have you don't need to chock the end of the barbell. It's just going to sit somewhere. Try and put like a towel or something underneath it, because the edge of these things will burr up if you just have steel or something. The angle, I'm not too sure about, because here you'll have this sort of classic one arm row, but you can totally change the angle that you're rowing at, because we're already doing one arm rows in the program, and here we keep everything tucked in. Feel free to flare out at a little bit of an angle. It will work your upper back a little bit, but that's fine. This is so you can really overload your one arm rows. So you do one side, you'll switch and do the other side. When you're in this bent over row, and this is why I'm facing this way, is you're gonna make sure you got the weight back and in your heels. Hot tip, press your feet into the floor and tear the ground apart. Your glutes get turned on quite a bit more for there. As you do your rows, that'll help you back a little bit as you're bracing through. So we want to go really heavy, but if you go heavy, then that'll load that hinge position. If you're not too strong in that hinge position, so you can feel your back working a bit. So do those cues, should save your back. So for the oblique leg raise, I'll go this way for you. Oh, that's a good angle for me. So we're trying to target the obliques, and they're on the side here. And this movement should work out well. See how we go. You're tucking everything up, very similar to the windmill, but in here, this is a normal leg raise. That'll work your rectus abdominis down the front. This will also work your rectus abdominis, but we're changing the angle a little bit. So that angle is the side of your pelvis coming into your ribs. So that is your oblique leg raise. What I'd do if I was you, I'd do the 10 to 12 reps on one side, so you can really focus on like you're trying to curl up sort of like a 45-degree angle of your ribs to your pelvis, and that'll work your obliques. So you're staying in there, you're sort of going down onto one butt cheek, squeezing everything up. Same technique as a normal leg raise.